somebody said this to me. If you have a certain amount of DUIs and you move to Florida and you get your license issued,
yeah,
they can stamp you undrivable forever.
It's one of the worst things that happens, and I've seen it happen so many times, it's almost sickening. And the beginning, when I would first see it, it would be a lot of times military individuals. So let's say at one point in time, these people are stationed in Hawaii in the 80s, and then Minnesota or Virginia, okay? And let's just say for whatever reason, the person maybe had a drinking problem back then or whatever, and they would get a DUI in 1985 in Hawaii, one in 1990 in Virginia, maybe one in 92 somewhere else. The majority of states, there's only about 2 or 3 minority states, but the majority, so let's say 47 states, are all on this interpact agreement to share driver's license information, okay? And now, I mean, this is kind of like a more modern problem, and I'll explain a little later. But so the idea is what happens is these people will have a valid license. From the last one I saw was from New York. So they'll have a valid license from wherever they're coming from. They show up at Florida and they say, here's my license. Florida will run a national search. And if they have 3 or more DUIs, Florida will say, here's your Florida license. Oh, like give it to them and immediately take it back. Oh, you're now permanently suspended. So on the Florida record, it's a permanent suspension. And they cannot go to any other state that's part of that compact and get a license. Like let's say they went to Texas. Texas would say, okay, let me do it. Oh, you're permanently revoked. We can't give you a license.
That is incredibly...
It's insane. And there's nothing you can do about it. Nothing you can do.
I can't believe it was just brought to my light. I didn't think there was something... I didn't think they could just do that. Especially if you're legally driving elsewhere and you just come here and they're like, ha ha ha.
That's exactly what they do. I mean, you can have literally a valid license from wherever. And they'll do their little search. If they pick them up, you're done.
And you can avoid that by not applying for a license.
Yeah, so normally it's like a 6-month leeway if you're becoming a resident of our state or if you're here for more than 6 months. The exception is the military people. They can rock wherever they got. So those people I would say, yeah, don't get a license here in the state of Florida.
Gotcha.
Or, look, would you rather have a permanent suspension of your license or get stopped because you didn't have within the 6 month a Florida license?